So this isn't even everything that I could have plugged in at the same time into this new dockcase 10-in-1 Explorer Edition USB-C hub. So I'm gonna talk about everything about this thing, including this nice see-through design, all in this video. So let's get right to it. But now let's do the unboxing real quick, shall we? So let's go ahead and get this open and let's pull that out of the box. And we have this little protective covering there. And then we have the hub. And then also we do have a USB-C to USB-C cable here. And so this cable does come in at a pretty good length and it is braided, and also on the back we can see that it does support transfer speeds up to 10 gigabits per second, and also it does support 100-watt power delivery. So devices that do support up to 100-watt fast charging, this cable has you covered. But now let's get to the actual hub here and get this thing out. And ooh, look at this. Look how clean this looks, man. Oh, we have a little covering here. Let me go ahead and peel that off. Oh, so nice all the time. So this see-through design just really allows you to really appreciate what goes into making something like this. This is really what attracted me to this, because it's just really cool looking. And this is tempered glass here, so it should be decently strong. And then also I went with the matte black version of this case. So on the outside of this aluminum that it's made out of, they have this matte black finish, but you can also choose to go with a glossy silver finish if you want. And I do appreciate the fact that they went with a detachable cable design. So you have the main USB-C cable that you can plug into the USB-C port on the side. But when you are like traveling and stuff, this is really prone to breaking if you have a non-detachable design, because it's going to be in your bag and moving around and stuff. So the fact that you can unplug it and then put both in your bag and decrease the likelihood of things getting damaged is nice. And now let's take a look around this thing. So on the side that has the dockcase logo, you will find this D key, which is a control button that you'll be able to use with the screen that I'll show you here in a second. And then also next to that, you will find a UHS 2 SD and micro SD card slot. And next to that, you'll find a USB 2.0 type A port. And next to that, you'll find a USB 3.2 Gen 2 type A port that's rated up to 10 gigabits per second. And then next to that, you'll find a USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 port that's also rated at 10 gigabits per second. And then when you flip this around, you will find a gigabit Ethernet port. And then also you'll find another USB type A 2.0 port. And you will find a display port next to that that can run a display up to 8K at 30 hertz or a 4K display up to 120 hertz. And then you also have a HDMI port that can do the same display settings as the display port. And then also you do have a power in port, and this will allow you to plug in to get that full 100-watt charging. And another nice touch is the fact that they have all the ports labeled on the top here. So when you do have this sitting on your desk, you'll be able to look down at it and see which ports are on which side, because if it was like labeled on the side like it happens on most hubs, you have to like flip it around to be able to see which one you need to go ahead and use. So yeah, that's a little thing, but it makes a big difference in my opinion. Now, if you don't need all of these ports on this, they do sell some other 6-in-1 editions called their 6-in-1 Explorer Edition and also their 6-in-1 Explorer Pro Edition. So I'm just going to throw up this chart right now. I'm not going to go over every single little difference between all three of them, but the biggest difference is it's just going to be really like the transfer speeds when you are moving files back and forth. This 10-in-1 does have some fast supports. Then this 10-in-1 is a better option for running external displays. So the regular 6-in-1 Explorer Edition can't run any displays, but the Explorer Pro Edition of the 6-in-1 can run up to 4K at 60 hertz. But again, this 10-in-1 can run up to 8K at 30 hertz and then 4K at 120 hertz. All right, so now let me show you how to work this thing. So just plug it into your computer. I have it going into my M1 MacBook Air at the moment. But yeah, anyway, we have this 1.54 inch 16-bit LCD display. It has a resolution of 240 by 240. So this will be a bigger screen with a higher resolution than the previous versions of this particular hub that dockcase has made before. But one thing I like is that you can rotate the screen. So using that little function button here on the side, you can actually just double tap and it will rotate the screen, because sometimes you might have this laying on your desk like this, or maybe like this, depending on how your cables kind of move it around. So I like the fact that you can rotate the screen in 4 directions. All right, so currently I have no power going to my MacBook Air, but I'm going to plug in my power bank that I have here on my desk into the port here on the dock case, and you can see that it shows me that I have 100 watts going in, and then also the dock here is putting out 48 watts to my MacBook Air. And I do like the fact that every time you plug something in, this main screen does highlight that particular thing. So right now it turned blue to show you that I do have some power going into my MacBook Air, but if I do put in my SD card, you'll see that will highlight up there at the bottom. And the same thing when I put my micro SD card in this bad boy. If I can find the slot, there we go. All right, so I'm about to put that in right now, and now that will go ahead and light up as well. Now I'm also going to plug in this little USB-C drive right here, and that plugs in, and you'll see that light up. Which one? That one here. Now, in addition to this main home screen, you do have some other setting screens that you can use to customize this. So you can press down and hold on this D key, and this will rotate through the different screens and just release when you find the screen that you want to go to. And then now I can press the button just once to be able to navigate through all these different options. Now, when I do find an option that I do want to engage with, like this dock power button, I can press down for like 3 seconds, and then that will allow me to go between the different options. So you can change the wattage here, and I can go down like that, and then also I can press again, and then now I can press and hold to be able to go up. So you can do these for all the different settings that you have. And then now let me go ahead and show you some of the, I think the about section here, and release. And then now you'll be able to see some information about the dock, and also you'll be able to set the screensaver time, which I set to 60, or you can just turn that all the way off or go to 5, 10, or 30. And then also you have some other things here as far as like the USB max speed. You can change that down to 5 if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it at 10. But yeah, I think that's about it as far as like the things that you can change up as far as settings and stuff like this. So the one thing I would say that I would like to see is some type of onboard storage, maybe like some type of M.2 expansion that you can put inside of this, or just some built-in storage, even if it's just like maybe, 12 gigabytes or something, where you can kind of keep some mission critical files or documents that you always want to have with you on this. That would be nice to see. As far as the port selection, I think one thing that people might want to see swapped out is maybe this USB Type A 2.0 port to be swapped out for another USB-C Thunderbolt port or something. Now, dockcase says they want that for like backwards compatibility with keyboards and mice that people might be using, but that's not really something high on my list. So I would want at least like another USB-C port there. But as far as how it stands right now, this is good for me when I am traveling, because the most I ever really need to use with my M1 MacBook Air is going to be 2 portable SSDs that I use for video editing, and then also the SD card and the micro SD card slot. So look, man, I've been looking for something like this for years now. I've been using the same USB-C hubs for a while because I honestly don't really use these that much when I travel, but when I do, I just haven't found the one that really met all of my needs and had those fast transfer speeds and something that looks really cool like this one. So this is like the good total package that I've been waiting for to take along with my MacBook Air and other products when I am on the road. But even if you don't travel, you can also just use this at home. Now, currently I have better hubs that really fit my needs better at each one of my kind of editing or computer stations. But if I didn't, this one would be able to fit in pretty nicely and give me a lot of what I wanted. Now, this product is currently on Kickstarter at the time of this video before they officially sell it on their website. And so this is their 10th Kickstarter campaigns, and I've been burnt before on Kickstarter where I never got the product, so I know how that feels. But dockcase has been pretty consistent with their deliveries with Kickstarter, so I feel very comfortable in recommending it. And Kickstarter will be giving you some discounted pricing because you are getting it early. So super early bird is coming in at $109, early bird will be $119, and the Kickstarter special will be $129. But all 3 of these is going to be a discount of the regular price of $159. And with that being said, that's all I got for you right now. So I'll drop a link down below in the description box for this. And like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.